Hello there. Today, we're going to take a look at something I should not have bought. And I know I shouldn't have bought it. And when I looked at it at the store, I'm like, I shouldn't buy this. And then I bought it because it's just too cool, man. Like, how can you not want a CED player? So here's the thing, okay? If you don't know what CED is, it is a video format. How exactly do you open this again? It's been a while. I bought this in 2022, so you'll have to forgive me somewhat for not exactly being an expert on this. But CED is stored on vinyl discs. This is like a record, but a much higher quality record that is a lot more fragile. And here's the thing, okay? You can get a lot of movies on this format, and there are some cool ones. We got Kroll, we got Fraggle Rock, we got, I guess The Godfather's pretty okay. I don't know what Humphrey Bogart in that one doesn't sound like one I want to talk about. Judy Garland the Pirate. But then we got Charlotte's Web. Okay, there's good movies here. Okay, now here's the thing. Goodwill labeled this as a parts unit because there is a loose disc inside of here, and there is kind of a needle that reads these things. I have no idea what is going on in here and how bad it's going to be, and if I could actually repair this thing. So today we're just gonna crack it open and see how bad it is and see if there is even the faintest bit of hope that this machine can ever play another disc. All right, so a word of advice for anyone who finds CED players interesting and thinks you want to get one, don't. They're a terrible idea. They're extremely unreliable, very fragile, and probably going to be impossible to repair. Basically, I would need another one with a needle that's probably not all bashed up to get this one working, even if all of the other mechanics are fine. But I'm not 100% sure about that. So we're gonna crack it open and see what all is going on in here. I have no idea what I'm in for. The only thing I know is that I see a couple of screws on the back. So we're gonna try and take those out and then see what happens. Okay, so what happens with this? Okay, that kind of lifts up there. Don't tell me there's more screws on the bottom. I don't have to flip this on its side or something, do I? No, there's some tabs there's a lot of tabs along the front. Oh my gosh. And then there's a base, like this is a record player. I mean, it kind of is a record player. Okay, so there's some metal, they're not metal, they're plastic tabs along the front. It's like this wants to lift. Oh, okay, that works. Hey, look, a disc that's loose. And, well, that's kind of nice. There's like some stuff in there that tells you things. I don't like that there's like leaky spots, although maybe that's the glue. All right, first things first. How bad is this loose disc in here? What are we looking at? So this is probably what the disc sits on to be read. Is the needle below? If the needle is below that, which I guess it can't be, it's not a needle. I don't actually know what the read mechanism is, if I'm completely honest. So I'm probably very wrong about that. It's been a while since I looked up CED. I just kind of like bought this and I'm like, I'll figure it out later. Later is now, and I don't want to go too crazy into CEDs. If you want to know more about those, I would highly recommend you watch Technology Connections videos about those. But just so that you understand the mechanics of it for this video, the needle rides in a groove that holds it above the signal, which is a flat bottom that moves up and down. The disc is conductive and capacitively couples with the needle, which is how it measures the signal from the media. So, in theory, the needle should never touch the signal surface. It should only ride along the outside of the grooves, which would make it a little less prone to wear from the surface because it doesn't actually touch the signal, but it does still touch the disc, and there could be problems with it having done that. If this can't fall down into the read area, maybe it's fine. I don't know. I can pop these out, I think. Wait a minute, is this gonna be super easy to remove this disc? Okay, hold on, this might work. This is some kind of clamp that centers the disc. And then these have tabs, and yeah, they just kinda pop out. Okay, this disc is trashed. I see scratches on it, so I'm not gonna try and protect this disc. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it'll say on it what it is in any kind of meaningful way, but there's no way it's ever gonna work again. I would prefer not to completely trash the disc, so I'm trying to see if I can find a way maybe to scooch it back just enough. There we go, can I bend it? Oh, I think I'm gonna get it to come up and out. Here we go. This might be it. This kind of hurts my soul, but this thing is trash. There's no way this is gonna be salvageable. So let's just get it out. Hope for the best. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, there are a bunch of scratches all along here. That's not me. And then there's this one that I'm pretty sure was just me. But yeah, there we go. One CED. I think this is maybe the last side of a multi-disc movie, because that's clearly data, and that I don't think is. I bet that's only enough that says, hey, dummy, put this in on the other side. Yeah, that's kind of pretty. A little bit of a shame I had to scratch it up to get it out, but I think it was worth it. I guess there's no harm in turning it on now. So I'm going to plug it in. This doesn't use lasers, so it's not like my eyes are going to be at peril in running it without the case on, unlike a Laserdisc player. All right, power. Okay, spinning. It did some, oh, that lifts out. Oh, that would have been helpful. Oh well. It kind of lifts out, I'm not 100% sure. There's a spring on the other side there. Flap does not want to open. I'm gonna see if there's an eject button. There's a reject button. There's also, it's flashing L on the front because it knows that I've already lost. But I'm gonna press reject. No. None of the buttons do anything. I'm gonna turn it off and on again. Okay, off, on. Well, now that's down below. So there's this like little peg thing that moves up and down. So turn it off, it goes up, I think to remove the disc. And then you turn it on and it goes down. Weird. L means there's no disc and it wants one loaded. Really? Okay. Which movie? I already know which movie. We're going to do the one that's probably racist. Quick point of clarification, I'm picking that movie in case the player damages the disc, and I don't want it to ruin something I would actually want to watch, which I did look up that movie later, and yeah, it begins with some not so great stuff. So in order to load a CED, you put the whole tray in like that, which, how is there a disc in without a tray? Did someone manually load a disc in? Because I don't think you get the insert back. That stays in the machine, doesn't it? I'm now super confused. Did someone manually cram a disc in there or something? All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. It says L rip bozo. That's, the door is jammed. I don't know if there's something in the way. So it's right there. If I turn it off, it pops up. It's still blocked. Turn it back on. It comes down a little. Apparently that is just as far as the door opens, as I'll see later, but I'm not sure what was blocking the disc from going in. I'm still very inexperienced with these players, but I tried it again later and it just worked. So I'm not going to focus too much on the door part, but I did find a couple of interesting things between that and actually getting the disc in. So there's this linkage here that goes up to the door in the gear, and it's hitting the center hub there, and it doesn't go any further back. So that is as far open as the door I think is supposed to be. Okay, dumb question. Where's the read head? In the front corner. Oh, so there's like a tray thing. So there's a gantry. So this is going to be the read mechanism, I guess, and then it moves out? Okay. So there's a wheel over here. Yeah, so it's going to roll out. Oh. Then the player might actually be okay. I want to trick it into thinking I'm loading a disc somehow. This thing's complicated. There's this doodad. This thing moves up and down. This thing does stuff. That does stuff. I think this does stuff. Like maybe this whole thing moves actually. This thing's crazy. Wait a minute. This is gonna... There's like little switches over there. Oh, well, that's locked in place now. Cool. Ooh, whoa, what? Hello. Okay, it thinks it has a disc. Because it just moved. Hold on, play. No, reject. All right. Well, that did some stuff up front. But then it moved the read gantry out again. I think I've got something stuck back here. Okay, there we go. It straight up cannot go down anymore physically. So either that bar needs to move or this, we're barking up the wrong tree. It says L. Okay, what if I'm just... It does not open a lot. Okay, that just feels fancy there. Okay. It tried to pull it in itself, but it kind of sucks at it. I think these wheels are trying to pull on it, but they're weak. And this is grabby. I'm just going to assist it a little bit here. Oh, come on! You can do it. I believe in you. Ooh. Okay, so it does leave the tray in. That's what I thought. This is horrifying. Dude, does this thing work? What? I'm terrified of the premise of trying to get that disc back out. But we might be onto something here. The fact that it's still going makes me think that it's successfully reading. It's still going, huh? Okay. Dude, this is going to be hilarious if I have a functional CED player and I've just been too afraid to try it. Also, does anyone make acrylic covers? Because I want an acrylic cover because that thing's awesome. All right. No way. Dude, what? It works. That's insane. All right, then. A little bit of skipping there. Let's reject. I don't know how. Okay, reject. So I'm looking at the display. It's saying UL now, because it's a UL listed device. Not quite there, buddy, but okay. There we go. I kind of love this thing. What? Hold on. We know it's not going to murder discs now. So much for diagnosis and repair? Yeah, but you know what? I will take a it just works stream. Fraggle Rock, come on. We got to have Fraggle Rock going on. I love this thing. Dude. It's a functional CED player. What? Oh yeah. Wait, I tried to mute it. There we go. Dude, this is amazing. I was not expecting it to just work. What the heck? Dude, it's so fast too. Is it 60i? It's smooth video. Yeah, I love this thing. This is awesome. This is an RCA disc for the RCA player. No, I bought all of these discs independent of the player. So none of these are going to be the one that's missing. I love this thing. It's incredible. I'm so happy. I can't believe I'm about to say this. I need to go to Goodwill's and start looking at the CEDs now. Okay, what's scan look like? Because it should just move. Oh, it shows in real time. That's awesome. I don't know how this thing still works. That's incredible. It's a shame this isn't an RCA TV. Oh, that's a good looking set together though. Oh, that looks awesome. Well, all right. That's a working CED player. All I had to do was just remove the bad disc. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm now going to be on the lookout for CEDs, I guess, because that's too cool to just let languish. Well, if you enjoyed that admittedly pretty simple little repair, you may want to subscribe to the channel to be notified when I release another video. If you want to help support the channel, you can find me on Patreon. But for now, that's it, and I'll see you next time.